Hi everybody, I'm Jack and this is Raw Tropical Living. Thanks for joining me today. Beautiful Sunday here, beautiful Sunday. The weather's been really nice today. We actually have had a nice weekend all around, got sun both days, so I feel good, loaded up on vitamin D. I had a few days deficient there, or actually for a while deficient there, but I had 3 or 4 good days last week, so I'm feeling all good. What I would like to talk about today is, I've thought about this before a few times. I think I've mentioned to you guys before, I get questions from time to time, and I try to keep my fingers on the pulse of things, and I read a lot of threads and forums, and I do read other people's comments from time to time, and like sometimes I'll get asked a question, this really detailed question, and all of a sudden I'll have a flashback. Not a good flashback, you know, one of those flashbacks to where you're back in school. And sometimes I just feel like for a split second there, I'm like, oh my God, I'm over my head. Almost like I'm in, I should be in like the most basic algebra class, but somebody's thrown me into an advanced placement class, and we're doing differential equations and calculus and very high forms of math that I don't have the skills for. The point I'm trying to make there is, it's just like, I think people overthink this lifestyle too much. You know, like a lot of times I'll try to come up with an answer to a question, or I try to think of something, or I see something that somebody else has responded to somebody else, and I'm just thinking like, that's all rather convoluted, that's all rather complicated. Does it really need to be that complicated? You know, I've told you guys before, I think I even just said it in the video just yesterday, that my approach is that I'm just bombing my body with good stuff all the time. I'm trying to learn more, put better stuff all the time into my body. But a lot of it is just simply giving my body a lot of, a wide variety of a lot of different nutrients and getting in enough calories, because that's one of the biggest reasons I always talk about getting sufficient calories. Because I think for our ratios to be right, as far as getting all our minerals, vitamins, and everything we're supposed to be getting, doing it raw vegan style, doing it vegan style, whatever, that we have to be getting adequate calories to get all the nutrients in. But other than that, you know, like I say, I see conversations and it's just like, wow, this is just really deep. And does it, you know, you're splitting hairs, and it's like getting, like I say, just getting into conversations. I'm like, you know, sometimes I'll see this too, and obviously you're not going to say this, and I'm not thinking this in a mean way, but you're like, you see somebody that's been on this lifestyle for about 5 minutes. And, you know, they're enthusiastic, they're excited, but they're all gung-ho, and they think they're the ultimate raw vegan, having been raw vegan for a couple of months, and they get into these complicated theories, and why do you do this and that, and they're trying to run a marathon, and they're basically on their feet. They're basically crawling. It's like, you ever seen a baby run a marathon? Yeah, a baby's not going to run a marathon because they're just learning to walk. And they have to get solid, they got to get solid crawling, then they get solid walking, then you get solid running a little bit. But yeah, baby doesn't need to think about running marathons, or running period. Baby needs to think about walking. That's what a lot of people need to do, and actually that's what I do, and I've been doing this for over 3 years. I try not to complicate it any more than I need to. You know, there's been a progression, and I just continue to progress. But I just don't see the need to learn all the complicated terms and learn, you know, science equations and get all, you know, just like down deep when it's basically eating raw fruits and vegetables. You know, having a little healthy fat in there, getting adequate calories, getting plenty of water, getting sunshine, vitamin D, you know, trying to eat a clean vegan lifestyle, but you know, it's just not all that detailed as people try to make it out to be. One thing you really need to remember, and I say this about myself, like most everybody that watches my videos, you're babies. You're babies. Now, don't take that as a negative. I'm a baby too. You know, like I said, I've been doing this lifestyle about 3 years and a few months, so I'm a toddler. Maybe I'm a toddler. You know, if you've been doing this style a year or less, you're damn near a newborn, you know. So learn, go through the process, learn the steps, you know. Just learn how to eat a lot of fresh fruits and vegetables, and don't get so caught up in the details. I think people actually make this into such a bigger, like all we're really doing is eating raw fruits and vegetables. Sometimes if you watch conversations and you really kind of like listen to what people are saying, you would think we're trying to split the atom or something. It's not all that complicated. I know a lot of people like they need some sort of a what am I trying? They need something like we've always done with diets in the past. They need, I think I see aspects of Weight Watchers where everybody has to confess all the time and they have the support and they do this and that, and everybody wants a formula. You know how it used to be, like, if you've ever seen like the, I can't even remember the ones like the Atkins diets and all these. They have a specific diet, where it's like you eat exactly this, you eat this, you eat this, you eat this, and people are telling you, exactly how you do it, and it seems to be you're following a system. Well, we can make a system for this raw vegan lifestyle, this high carb vegan lifestyle, but basically what we want to be doing is taking in fresh, whole fruits and vegetables. If we can get organic, we get organic. If we can't get organic, we do the best we can and we get the freshest that we can. We learn a little bit as we're going, but it actually kind of taxes the brain. I think it's like psychological when people try to get into these like convoluted conversations, and it gets into big words and just like splitting hairs, and people are going back and forth over the most minute details. It's just, I could just see that easily turning people off as this just being some sort of complicated way to live, where I want to show just the opposite. Just the opposite. It's eating fruits and vegetables. Don't complicate it. It is eating fresh fruits and vegetables. Getting a little fat in there, eating some nuts and seeds if or eating some avocado or eating some coconut for some good fat. It's about getting plenty of greens. That's been the progression for me, but I don't learn big complicated principles and concepts. I just learn the basics, and they keep taking me down the road. Like for the longest time I'm just eating fruit, and then I become, finally it gets through my head, I need to be mixing greens in with that. So over the last 8-9 months a year, mixing a lot of those greens, and I keep progressing. I add some seeds to my green smoothies. I keep progressing. I don't need to drink green smoothies all the time, so I make sure I balance that by eating other foods. Don't eat only bananas. I eat my mangoes. I eat my papaya. I eat my pineapple. But I just continuously learn simple concepts and tweak what I'm doing. And try to get back to like my natural self of like we would have done back, just like our instincts. We pick stuff off the tree. I'm just trying to tap into my inner knowledge, my inner intuition about what my body tells me to eat. But just don't complicate it. Don't overthink it. Just start eating raw foods and vegetables. If you start overcomplicating, it's going to seem like this big thing. You're converting to being a raw vegan. You're not converting to be a raw vegan. You don't want to be a raw vegan. You don't need to be a raw vegan. You just need to start eating fruits and vegetables, fresh fruits and vegetables, and eliminating the bad stuff out of your diet. Don't make such a big thing out of it. Don't make it this lofty thing. People tend to plant little seeds in your head. When people start telling you that this is complicated, or people start getting something into your head that makes you think it's complicated to be raw vegan, high carb vegan, just vegan, whatever you're trying to do, that just plants that little seed of doubt. It's all psychological. I've had teachers like that. I've taken courses in the past where a teacher will intimidate you and make something seem very intimidating, and it's very hard to grasp it. And then I've had other teachers that just simply, they tell you, they're like, oh, this is real easy, and they show it to you, and they show you through their attitude like, oh, this is simple, and you don't get psyched out with that. So, anyway, I'll finish up with that. But yeah, don't overthink this lifestyle. Just try to start eating as many fresh fruits and vegetables as possible. Try to mix it up, try to get a variety, try to learn a little bit more each day, but don't get swayed and don't get all caught up in the people can throw out the big words just because they're educated and know those words that go in there. I know fruits and vegetables. I don't need a 6-syllable word to explain fruits and vegetables. Anyhow, hope you guys had a great weekend. I hope you're ready for an awesome upcoming week. I know I am. I don't know what this week is going to bring. Got a few ideas in mind, but the knee's all healed up completely, so I think I'm going to get back into doing some cardio. I've been really wanting to burn this last little bit of fat that I'm holding on to and just get the heart-lung thing going again. I talked about that last time I was in the States, and then I come back down here to Costa Rica and immediately break my toe, and then about the time my toe's healed up, I twist my knee. So that held me down for a few weeks. So hopefully I'm going to be able to get in some running and some cardio this week and mix it up. Anyhow, love you guys, and I hope you have a wonderful week. Peace.